G'day and welcome back to Down the Shed with Byron. Just another shed update because I've been busy, just flat out with family, work and the random jobs in the shed. Yes, so the big fella and I have been working on the old Brahm that you may have seen on DJ's channel from Automotive Carnage. Yeah, that's right, we've got it. So we've had it in here, we're trying to make videos on it. So it's taking up so much room in the shed, well, it's taking up the shed, that I can't bring the Calais in, I can't bring the Patrol in, and this weather, it's been up and down like a yo-yo. Raining, then when it's sunny, we're going out, we're doing some family time. Then when it's sunny, I'm helping out that YouTube channel called How Ridiculous. Yeah, that's right, those guys. One of Australia's biggest YouTube channels, I think it is. So DJ and I helped them out the other week, then I helped them out again, and I'll show you what we did the other day. And this rain has just been, it's annoying. Like you try and get stuck into something or you plan something for the next day. I don't know if there's any other YouTubers out there in the same boat, but you're like, right, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Next minute, it's raining. So, had to set up, they wanted 10 tires, How Ridiculous did. So I set up 11 and we sent this giant dart through it. They just exploded. Oh, it was awesome. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll throw the link in the description and up in the corner somewhere. I think it's to the left. And then we built a car, DJ and I rang him up. Sorry, we'll go back again. Josh from How Ridiculous called me up and goes, hey, Byzer, Brett just said, give you a call. You're the man to deal with about sorting out some cars. Well, it's a bit of a team effort here, DJ and I. So I gave DJ a call and within 10 minutes we had a car. I'll put a before photo up and then I'll show you what happened to it. So we set up this car for How Ridiculous to drop the giant dart through, which didn't quite go to plan. They ended up using Derek's family car they had, which was a PT Cruiser. It may have looked like it was actually in good condition, which it wasn't too bad. And it got parked up for a simple, let me just put me coffee down for a minute. For a simple bush that was in the gear selector cable, so it couldn't get reverse. So Derek's dad parked it up, but it had a lot of other problems with it. And if they're not mechanically minded or, can fix it, it costs a lot to go to the mechanics. So they got that, used that for the giant dart drop, which it went basically through the car. And that was so cool to watch as well. So the car we built, the Hyundai Sonata, I think I said that right, got left in the back corner. Now I've loaded this on and off the trailer, I can't remember how many times, but we finally got to destroy it yesterday. Has anyone ever seen a car this flat without using a press? Oh boy, that was so cool to do and such an awesome video. Hopefully I can edit that up and share that later, but I'll have to wait for the boys from How Ridiculous to share their video first, which is fair enough. It's their content. They paid for the thingamajig and we just had the car. So one of the missions today after this video is got to see if the kids want to give us a hand. We've got to save Bruce Lee, which is their crash test dummy. We've got to pull him out and I'll make a quick short video on how we get him out. And then we'll post that one as well. The good old GQ Patrol. What have I done to that lately? Put some Maxi big horns on it. Max's big horns. I had them sitting in the shed and the old all-terrains I had were worn out, so that's the latest on that one. The debuild rebuild hasn't gone anywhere. I want to get into that. So I want to do a brake upgrade video on this one. Again, waiting for time and shed space because of the big fella. I'll talk about derby cars shortly. Accidentally brought another VY Commodore wagon, which I'm hoping to make a quick couple of videos on because it's got a couple of those common faults where you can't get the passenger side door open. Did I leave it unlocked? Yep, cool. So I've worked it out because this is about the third or fourth time I've had this drama of how to get that door open. So I'm going to make a video on that. I reckon that'll be cool for someone. The aerial doesn't go up, which I think it's stuffed. So we'll just do a video on pulling that out and putting one in. And that's if I don't sell it in the meantime. I've got it up for sale just for a quick flip to make some pocket money for the YouTube channel. But otherwise, that's my daily for a little bit, because the Calais, I'm giving that a break, leaving that at home. The GQ Patrol, if I can, I'm going to just park that up, get those front brakes sorted, because it's one of those jobs, you know, you bought the parts, I don't know, 3 months ago, 3 years ago, and you just haven't got around to it. I need to just button down and do it. But I've got some good news on the old VR Calais, but I want to bounce off you guys. So I'm going to do a video on this shortly of like, what's wrong with it? Is it worth fixing? Should we fix it? Is it more sentimental value, etc.? But the good news was, from this accident we had in the rear end where we got stoved in, where the bumper was hanging down and tail lights broken, etc., ended up getting a payout to fix it myself. Now, let's just say that money disappeared pretty quickly into what's in the shed. You get that though. Now, I put a post up on my local Facebook page. Oh, don't look at that. Looking for demolition derby cars, because you guys would not believe it. I've become the Western Australian demolition derby representative, something along those lines. But it makes it pretty easy when I'm the only one that signed up. But the enthusiasm I've got for demolition derby, hopefully we can rev up that motorsport again in WA. And check out the new shirt, boys. Woo! Australian Demolition Derby Association. I hope I make it look good. What do you reckon? More lap pull downs? So, demolition derby here in WA has sort of died off, but it's the price of cars are just stupid, especially for the sport we're trying to do. And I've made a video on how to build one to try and help. So you buy a car from something off Facebook Marketplace or good old auctions. If you can, sell it off for a bit of pocket money. You don't normally need a bumper bar. If someone wants a bonnet, well, as long as you give us your old one back, we can panel beat it out. So at least that way you can drop a few of the costs, you know, make it a bit cheaper. So the only derby I know about at the moment is down in Mount Barker, south of Perth, which is roughly 300 and something kilometres away. And we're doing city versus country at the moment. I'm speaking with Andy, one of the boys down there. Obviously we're going to be, no, we're not country, we're the city. So I want to try and take a mob of 10-ish down there. At the moment, I've got 5-ish cars. And that's in May. So May the 3rd, 2025. Hopefully we can get breaking numbers for them. We had 24, 25 cars this year, and that was an absolute ball. Yes, it's not the demolition derby-ish style that everyone likes, but it was banger racing style, and it was absolutely awesome. But I have a feeling behind the scenes, a lot of insurance stuff and different disclaimers there that we've got to be careful of, you know, how you smash into each other. But anyway, the Australian Demolition Derby Association has named me the dude to try and rev up WA. So I gave Perth Motorplex a call. And the last time we were at Perth Motorplex, you would have seen Safety Grandpa driving around in Kevin, I think this one is, or is it Stuart? What's the one with the one eye? Anyway, we'll work it out. So Grandpa took this one, had a ball, got a flat tyre, got bogged in the corner. We only had 10 cars at that event, which is a little bit how you going. But Perth Motorplex has said to me, so I spoke to a bloke called Riley. He's a sick bloke. Cheers, bros. And your mate Chris, thanks man for listening to me and giving me a bit of hope. If we can get 10 to 12 cars together in the Perth area, they will help us host another demolition derby here at the Perth Motorplex. So I'm reaching out to the Dodgy Bros, if you're out there. Our mate Wayno, don't know your surname, can't remember, but just trying to get in contact with a few people that are old school derby people that would absolutely smash me out the park. Let's try and get together and get 12 or more of us together and try and let's rev up this motorsport. So hopefully we can have 2 demolition derbies this year. And next week, my boys and I are heading over to Adelaide for a demolition derby at Murray Bridge. So we have to give a shout out to our mate Ballbag for helping us build a car or source a car and sort it out for us. Thanks for that, buddy. Cheers. Dirty thumbs up. I'll throw you a carton, eh? Now, going back to that post I put out about looking for demolition derby cars in my neighbourhood, I got hit up by a real estate agent and said, do you want this? And do you want that? And do you want this? And do you want that? I said, yeah, no worries, I'll come and sort it out. I got given this. What would you do with it? It's an import from Canada, as far as I understand. I don't think it's ever been registered. It's actually awesome. I tried to do the old trick on the ignition barrel, but it hasn't worked yet. But how cool is the seats? So it's a Ford Mercury, 1987. Whoa, slippery. Wicked old yank tank sort of thing. Should we enter that in a demo derby? There's probably about 25 people jumping up and down at the moment going, you can't do that, it's got a chassis rail and blah, 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 which I totally understand. And I wouldn't demolition derby this anyway. Because to me, this is a cool cruiser. Even if I got it running and driving and just got a permit on it, and we drive it out to DJs. Now, shout out to DJ again. Thanks, mate, for giving us a hand to load it up. What a mission that was. If I can, I'll put a hyperlapse version of what we did when we got it on the trailer. Now, I did load it on the wrong way, but I had no other option. Unless I called up my mate Bud from Frequent Towing. But at the same time, we loaded on the trailer, only had to drive 5 kilometers, took it really slow, and yeah, got it home. Haven't tried to start it yet, haven't tried to get it running, but I don't know, is that something you guys would be interested in? Again, I don't need another project, all right? So I'm thinking, do I sell it, flip it, and use that pocket money to buy more derby cars, to help people get into the sport, etc. Anyway, one more thing we got offered, which you would not believe it. You know all the junk I've got in my backyard right now? This one thing here, you guys are not going to believe me. My wife accepted this. What a nugget. 1974, I think we worked out. York caravan. Now, the wife has fallen in love with it so much, they've already gutted it. I had to get the beds out. And let's have a look inside. Woo boy. So it was complete, but it was a bit of water damage, which would be interesting to see right now because it's raining. But otherwise, we've gutted it-ish. We were starting to make videos on it because I thought, would it be pretty cool to see like a down the shed with Byron and his missus in the shed? I told her, I haven't got a couch, so we can't sort that one out. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, would you be interested in seeing a down the shed with Byron and his missus trying to rebuild a caravan? Now, please say no, because this needs a lot of work. Check out the chassis rail, which apparently, or the drawbar, which apparently is common for these things to rust away. I reckon it'll be pretty cool though. Pretty, no, not, is it easy or is it just time consuming? But otherwise, yeah. The one project my wife accepts, and I'm not really into it. That's okay. It's all about family time together, and if that can bring her down the shed and give us a hand and be part of what we do, that's awesome. All right, well, thought I'd just give you a bit of a rundown of what's been happening and why I've been busy, and some of the videos have been all over the place because, again, I wanted to bring the Calais in, do like 3 or 4 videos on that. I've also got one in the mix where I've gone out bush with DJ. I've got another one in the mix for something else. So I want to release them, but I can't release them until I've done this. Ah! All right, and if anyone would like to jump on and give us a hand or help us out, feel free. We're gonna need help with the Bram. We're going to need help with the caravan, demolition derby. If you've got a car or something and you're in Perth, if you can help us out, let us know. I've got a super thanks, which is down the bottom here somewhere. Throw us $5, $10 if you feel like it. You don't have to. I've also got a merch page as well, which I'll put a thing down the bottom here. I'll put it in the description. Right, what else is there? That's about it. Righto, dirty thumbs up, see you when I'm looking at you, and take it easy. No, I got that wrong. Take it easy, no, dirty thumbs up, take it easy, and I'll see you when I'm looking at you. Catch you, champs.